Sam, drop some love, you'll see we've got our burger challenge today. Look at this beauty. Oh, you can go down, man, if you want. Get ready to rock and roll. Hey, Angus Beef here in voiceover mode, and welcome to this week's video. And as you probably noticed by now, it is a food challenge, and for this food challenge, this is actually me going for win number 17 in my food challenge history. So taking on the Purger or the Purger massive burger from Simon Says in Morley Perth, Western Australia. So with this burger and this challenge, I was actually invited by the owner, Simon, to come and facilitate kicking off this challenge because it was something that he had pieced together, and he wanted me to come in and try to do it to see if it's possible for anyone to be able to do it and then make it a official menu challenge. So basically this challenge here is, yeah, as you've seen, it's absolutely loaded. So in terms of its total weight, it's coming in at about 2.5 to 3 kilos, which I'm not sure what that is in pounds, but I'm sure you can do the math. Basically, it consists of a whole array of meats, pretty much Noah's Ark, as as I joked with my brother about it, because he was there with me just getting a normal burger. But in terms of with this, it basically featured 2 eggs. That was what I took down first, starting out this challenge. They were nice and easy to get down. And then the top layer featured basically a huge hunk of some sort of pulled meat. I'm not sure 100% of what it was. That in itself tasted really nice, because obviously when you start out a challenge, it does taste really nice, because you're not full in any way, and you can taste everything because your flavor receptors are all firing up, and you can taste everything fully. So that layer was really nice and easy to get down. And then you'll notice that there's like these crepe looking things, and that's like a special kind of like roti. No, not roti. Like kind of like thin naan bread, which basically takes on a lot of the flavor, but is really dense in its texture. So that was basically what separated each layer. So that was the first layer. It was basically like some pulled meat. The layer below it was these 2 big ass crumbed chicken patties. So these were very big and very, very hot as well, despite the fact that I let this burger sit for a few minutes before starting. So the chicken was nice and moist, super tasty, no complaints there. And what was cool was that you were given some sauces alongside this challenge, and obviously the burger's got some sauce between each layer. and the layer below this was, I believe it was like 3 fairly smashed beef patties. Can't remember the weight of this, but yeah, by that stage in the challenge, this is where things start to all taste the same, and the enjoyment of the overall challenge isn't really there by this stage. And then the bottom layer basically consisted of some pickles and some jalapenos, and whole heap of extra sauce, and then obviously accompanied with some onion rings. So because I was the first to take on this this challenge, there was no time limit. It was just basically, let's see if this can be beaten. So I rocked up in the evening of Friday, the last Friday of February 2021, and basically came in hungry, and prepped and ready to rock and roll. So I'm actually planning to film a video for you all to join the food challenge playlist, basically being a tutorial video for how you yourself can prep for food challenges. So given that I've done a few in my time, I picked up a few tips and tricks, and obviously if you plan to increase your stomach capacity and take on challenges without impacting your health or without impacting your aesthetics and staying lean, there's obviously some strategies around that to do it healthily. And this is something that I'm pretty keen to do a video for, so keep your eyes peeled for that, probably later on in March. But yeah, so in terms of this burger challenge, I've actually eaten at Simon Says a few times prior. If you're in the area in Morley, Perth, Western Australia, I'd highly suggest you check out his page and venture in. Some of the burgers that I've really enjoyed so far have been the Opshot burger, and I hear great things about a burger called the Sinner, and they do a whole range of other burgers, even some curry, and loaded fries as well. Now, a fun fact about myself, fam, is that I'm someone that actually started kind of getting a bit of a knack for food challenges and stomach capacity training and stuff like that from seeing Adam Moran, who was the pioneer behind Man vs. Food. And if you're not aware of basically that TV show, like, who even are you? Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, it's an old TV show where basically he was an American who would cruise around to various locations around US and A, and would basically highlight the establishment and share some insights around the sort of food that they do. And then in every episode, he would take on a food challenge. So by no means is he a competitive eater, but he he's got a really good stomach capacity, and he was able to do all sorts of challenges. And I was like, dang, like he's been able to put away some decent food there. I wonder if that's something that I can do. So I'm someone that's always like been that guy who always eats seconds or always has like 1 or 2 burgers with chips when he goes out. So it was just something that I gradually eased my way into, and then started watching other YouTubers and realizing that like there's people that do this for a career, and who compete competitively as well. So across my time so far, I've actually done a couple of comps. I've competed in one which was at the Riverton Bar and Grill. There's actually a video of me doing that in the food challenge playlist if you want to go and check that out. That was pretty cool. I also did this other one at Chimek, which was where I came second by about 3 seconds, but still won $300. That was pretty cool. Didn't actually get to film that one because there was some camera issues, but yeah, that one was like a stacked chicken burger. And then just done all sorts of various comps, various other challenges, and lots of them I've actually recorded in the Food Challenges Man vs. Food playlist, so check that out if that's up your alley. But YouTubers that I follow that inspired me to start getting into stuff like this. For people like Randy Santel, who's I believe actually a fully qualified or almost fully qualified dietitian. So myself, I'm a nutritionist and stand for the anti-diet message. So there's no reason why someone can't have a moderation-based approach to food and be able to maintain being lean year-round and have optimal health while still doing food challenges and stuff, if that's something they want to open themselves up to doing. It's just a means of having the right know-how. So Randy Santel was the first person that I started following, and then I started following Beard Meats Food, Eric the Electric, and Matt Stoney. And have noticed that there's been all sorts of people that have gotten into the game as a result of the 10,000 calorie challenge becoming a YouTube sensation as well. And if you're keen to see me do that, I actually did it in a video in the past. I believe it was for like New Year's 2016, 2015, maybe something like that. Took on the 10,000 calorie challenge. That was pretty fun. That's also in the YouTube archives as well.
Can you open up the can for us, bro? Yeah.
Now fam, if you've gotten to this stage in the video, you probably noticed that I've been drinking a few different liquids while taking on this challenge. And the reason for that is there's actually some logic behind it. So naturally when you're getting down food like this quite fast, you start to your stomach fills up quite quickly. And then using water to help get things down is a great asset starting out initially. But then what you'll find happens is that as you develop a bit of flavor fatigue, you need a bit of excitement in your life, and that's where it's wise to be able to start utilizing some different liquids to be able to help free up space and be able to keep powering along, given that the food starts to taste pretty much the same by a certain stage in most of these burger type challenges. So this is why I actually brought with me some sugar-free Gatorade. So this is like a blue one. This one here is pretty nice, gives you a bit of sweet edge, but then even that started to get pretty old after not too long, and that's where I got my brother to actually fire up one of my cans of Diet Coke. And the idea of this is so that with a bit of soft drink in your life, naturally it's got a bit of carbonation, and with that carbonation comes gas, and with that gas comes the desire to burp. And when you burp, obviously what that does is that frees up a bit of space in your stomach, so that way your food can play Tetris in taking up that space, and it helps you to be able to have a bit of extra chance to get the food all into your stomach. But what's interesting is I haven't actually had Diet Coke in some time. I'm typically a Coke Zero drinker if I choose Coke, but most of the time I actually drink Pepsi Max or Pepsi Max Vanilla or Pepsi Max Mango specifically. So I'm curious, for those of you guys who are soft drink drinkers, do you opt for normal soft drink or are you team diet soft drink like me? I'm curious to know. But also note that if you're someone who demonizes and fears soft drink or diet soft drink in any way, also let me know and light up the comments below, and I'll hook you up with some studies to prove that it's something that you definitely should not fear. Because especially if you're trying to manage a deficit and being oriented around fat loss, having something like diet soft drink on the daily, a couple of cans or a can each day, won't do any harm whatsoever and will help to actually manage hunger in between meals or be an awesome accompaniment to a main meal if that's your jam.
And the way that you breathe underneath all the things that you show me and let me see. It's another dimension, unnaturally waiting for the sign. Believe that this is real. This is the rhythm of my soul. Can you feel electric pulses? We got something way beyond. Can you feel electric pulses? I'm lost in your eyes. Don't need to pretend. My mind gets lost again and again. Don't try to run and hide. I will catch up. 'Cause fear is no choice. I won't let you go. And the way that you breathe underneath all the things that you show me and let me see. It's another dimension, unnaturally waiting for the sign. Believe that this is real. This is the rhythm of my soul. Can you feel electric pulses? We got something way beyond. Can you feel electric pulses? This is the rhythm of my soul.
Now fam, you've also probably realized or noticed that there's been some split footage across various points of this video, and that vertical portrait footage is basically live footage from a live stream that I did when first taking on this challenge. So usually through my Facebook is where I would do live streams from time to time, and especially when I do challenges, it's an awesome way to be able to have my direct followers in on the action live when it happens. So if you're open to following me on social media and you're not yet following me, I'd advise to jump on my Facebook, and you can do so by typing into Facebook Angus Fairbairn or angus.fairbairn.16. There's some links in the description below. And if you're wondering, fuck, that's some pretty sick apparel that you got there, Angus, my man. How can I get amongst some of that myself? That's where you can check out FCK Apparel. FCKdietingapparel.com. That's my anti-dial apparel site. So this one here is one of the promo threads, which will be part of the main site later on at some stage. But I've got all sorts of sick drops as part of my anti-diet message, hence anti-diet TV. But yeah, with available worldwide shipping, can't go wrong. Check it out if that's your thing. Otherwise, that's enough from Audio Angus Beef. Big thank you for watching and checking out this video. Enjoy the rest of it. And yeah, I encourage you, if you like watching people eat, check out some of my full day of eating videos where I show you kind of like how I normally eat the bulk of the time based on different goals. If you're keen to check out more of my food challenges and stuff like that, there's a playlist dedicated to that. Follow me on social media if you're not doing so. And yeah, hopefully you get some entertainment and some lols from watching me eat throughout this video, fam. But big love, and I'll see you next week in Anti-Diet TV. Catch ya.